This is how to do a case study for the 111 Lifespan Development class. Don't wait until the deadline to select your subject. Let's get that done as soon as possible. This is not a clinical case study where you have to make a diagnosis, make a prognosis of a mental disorder, or offer some kind of recommendations for treatment. This is a biography where you go through the person's life. Now, choose a person who's had a very interesting life, but don't start on your subject before you have got my approval. In order to get your approval, send me an email. Put the one-word question in the subject line. Not case, not biography, not project, just the one-word question. You will get a response from me. Put your name and your 111 section at the very top of the message area, not in the subject line, not at the end of the message area, and certainly not in an attached file. Then give me a list of 3 subjects, 3 people that you would consider interesting to do this project on. So in picking your subject, this should be a person that it's relatively easy to get information about. Someone who lived to a ripe old age. Someone who made a complex decision during life. And someone that you can be objective about, not somebody that you want to adore and not somebody that you detest. Yes, start with Wikipedia. Start with some chatbot to give you a rough idea of this person's life, why this person's important, and maybe some of the best sources of information about the person. But don't stop with these sources. Then go on to a really good encyclopedia where an article by an expert has been assigned to write about this person. Encyclopedia Britannica is one of my favorite. When you use an encyclopedia article, remember to get the author's name, not the editor of the encyclopedia, but the person, the expert who was assigned to write the article. Also remember to get the date of that encyclopedia article, when that particular edition of the encyclopedia was published. Use several different biographies that I have approved. Now you can get a suggested list of some of the better biographies of that person's life from Wikipedia or even from a chatbot, but I would like to be the one giving you final approval on which biographies you should be using. Get real books or access to ebooks from a real library. Don't rely solely on websites. AK Smiley Library is a very good city library. The county library system is great. You can get books from any library within the county. University libraries are great, especially University of Redlands Library. And you can get access and help from our own librarians at Crafton Hills College. They'll even give you a card to get you into other academic libraries such as University of Redlands, Cal State, UC Riverside. Get help in making your analysis of the subject either in my office or via telephone. Get that help early in the semester, especially when it comes to getting a Holland code for the vocational personality of your subject. Don't try to do that on your own. Also, try to tie in as much course terminology as possible in writing up your case study. Don't just tell me, well, he did this and he did that. You need to bring order out of chaos by applying the different personality theories, starting with Erikson's 8 stages of development. Then you're going to try to analyze some of the root causes of the decisions in the course of life for that individual. Look at examples of resilience, at least one great decision that the person has made. And this decision analysis is going to require my help, and we should begin on this early in the semester. Try to view that decision from the point of view of the subject, the criteria, and the various options considered by your subject. I don't want to see a lot of long quotes from the subject or even from the biographers of that subject. Use short quotes, paraphrases, and always follow a quotation with an interpretation. Make sure that any quotation is properly referenced in APA format. Also, make sure you follow the writing rules. I don't want to hear terms like opinion, basically, issues, felt that, arguably. And I don't want to see a misuse of terms negative and positive. I want to see all books, articles, and encyclopedic chapters, and even websites actually cited in the body of your paper appear in your reference list. If you're citing a book, I want to see author's name, year published, book title, city of publication, publisher, and of course the date of publication. If you are quoting an article in a journal or an encyclopedia, make sure it has the author's names, the year published, article title, journal name, volume, and specific pages. If you're quoting an encyclopedia, author's name, year published, article title, encyclopedia name, city and publisher, volume, and page numbers. Organize your bibliographical references alphabetically by the author's last name. You are also required to have an annotation for each of your sources. In other words, tell me what the source covered and how objective you evaluate that source as being. You're going to submit your project on a Google document that I create for you. You're not going to send it to me as an email attachment. You're not going to submit it on Canvas. You're going to submit it on time. Now, to get it done well, you're going to need my office help, either face-to-face or on the phone. I'm here to help you do it right.